My name is Arias, and I'm a bike messenger within the R.S.S.H Delivery Company. Today is Friday, April 17th, 2026. And on behalf of Cyber FM and the R.S.S.H, we thank you for listening to today's Cybersecurity Report.
Listening to Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.
It is Friday, April 17th, 2026. You are locked in and tuned to Cyber FM, your primary frequency for the digital frontline. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and on the briefing desk today, we are tracking a massive data breach at education giant McGraw Hill, a ransomware crisis crippling a major regional medical center in Tennessee, a critical Patch Tuesday fallout involving a record-breaking number of vulnerabilities, and the escalating threat of the BlueHammer exploits targeting Windows Defender. Let's begin.
Story number 1. McGraw Hill data breach exposes million.
Leading our coverage, the education sector is reeling as McGraw Hill confirms a massive data breach following a failed extortion attempt. This wasn't a sophisticated infiltrator, but rather a catastrophic Salesforce misconfiguration that left the digital doors wide open. Over 100 gigabytes of data has been leaked, containing 13.5 million unique email addresses along with the names and physical addresses. For students and educators, this serves as a grim reminder that even the most trusted names in learning can fail the most basic security test.
Story number 2. Rhysida Group hits Tennessee healthcare.
In the medical world, Cookeville Regional Medical Center in Tennessee is the latest victim of the Rhysida Ransomware group. The attackers have claimed the theft of 500 gigabytes of sensitive information, affecting approximately 337,000 patients. We're talking about social security numbers, driver's licenses, and detailed medical records. As the hospital works through the fallout, the Rhysida Group has already begun listing the data on their leak site, proving that the healthcare industry remains the most profitable and vulnerable target for digital extortion.
Story number 3. Record-breaking Patch Tuesday fallout.
If you thought your weekend was going to be quiet, think again. Microsoft's April 2026 security update has officially set a record, addressing a staggering 167 vulnerabilities. This includes a critical SharePoint Server Zero Day tracked as CVE 2026-32201, which allows attackers to spoof trusted content to deceive employees. Security analysts are calling this the second biggest Patch Tuesday in history. If your systems aren't updated by the time you finish this broadcast, you're essentially leaving your vault door wide open.
Story number 4. The BlueHammer exploit goes public.
Finally, we're tracking the emergence of BlueHammer, a privilege escalation bug in Windows Defender now identified as CVE 2026-33825. In a rare move, the researcher who discovered the flaw released the exploit code publicly after becoming frustrated with the patch timeline. While Microsoft has finally addressed it in its week cycle, the exploit is already circulating in the wild. This vulnerability allows an attacker to bypass security protocols on the very software designed to protect you, turning your primary defense into your biggest liability. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the R.S.S.H Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option. In an era where your data can be intercepted before it even leaves your outbound tray, the R.S.S.H understands that the only truly unhackable connection is a physical one. When the stakes are too high for the cloud and secure servers are compromised, New York trusts the R.S.S.H to move sensitive hardware and encrypted assets across the 5 boroughs with a guaranteed human chain of custody. Because in this city, the most secure connection is a hand-delivered guarantee. Remember, if it absolutely must stay private, don't upload it. Use an R.S.S.H bike messenger. That is the state of the digital world for this Friday, April 17th, 2026. Today, we've covered the 13 million account breach at McGraw Hill, the Rhysida ransomware strike on Tennessee healthcare, the record-shattering 167 vulnerability Patch Tuesday, and the public release of the BlueHammer Windows Defender exploit. The takeaway here is from the books our children read to the hospitals that save our lives, the digital infrastructure we rely on is only as strong as its weakest configuration. This is Cyber FM. I'm your host, Arias Thomas. Stay secure.
You are listening to Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.